Hey, hey, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? Look at here, look at here, look at here. Look at who I see. Toya. Where you been, honey? Hey, Jeremy. What's going on with you? What is going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's been going on with you, Jeremy? Oh, I remember. So how was it at the water park? Baby, I bet that water was refreshing because it was hot yesterday, but surprisingly, it was kind of cool here because it rained all yesterday. And I think it stopped maybe around 5, and so I went out and did some work outside in that storage and sat on the porch. My neighbor and a couple of friends of mine came over. Oh Lord. Mm. That's what that sun will do to you. Hey, Miss Miranda, what's going on? Hey, beautiful, beautiful people. Happy Monday to those of you in the bushes, looking, listening, watching, what have you. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Make sure you all hit the like button for me. And if you haven't done so, hit that sub button for me as well. It will so greatly be appreciated. And it's also helping me build this channel. But I ain't been doing that, honey. Today was so crazy for me. And I tell you, it was crazy. And you already know, dealing with my little lady over there, it's already 3, 4 jobs within itself. But since my car situation has been a muck, but got some good news. We located me a car, and hopefully it should be this week or next week that I have my car. So I have been Ubering back and forward to work, which is no problem. Which is absolutely no problem. And then they have something here um, in Alabama, and I don't know if they have it everywhere else, called Z Trip. It's sort of like Uber, but more like uh, I say a taxi type of thing. You already know. I'm gonna follow the speed limit. Um, so I always tell you, you know what, you can't. So, when I know I have to go over there and work with Miss Smith, I always will reserve my rides the day before that I'm supposed to go over and work. So, reserve my ride yesterday for today. And so I'm sitting here, reserved a ride for 7:30 this morning. Had to be over there at 8 o'clock. So I'm sitting here, sitting here, sitting here. So the guy called uh, and said that he was on the way. He was 22 minutes away from me. And so I said, well, that's fine. As long as I get there by 8 o'clock, I'll be doing well. I'll be doing good. So, baby, I seen him pull around the corner. And you know I can't hardly see nothing without my glasses. So, I see him pull around the corner. First off, he out there in front of my door blowing. Then he started calling my phone. So when I saw him come around the corner, I'm automatically grabbing my bag and I'm coming out the door to lock my door to go ahead. So not paying no attention because again, I don't have on my glasses. So I'm grabbing my baby, you know what? Not today. Not today, honey. I ain't got time for no foolishness today. You keep on tickling whoever you want to tickle. But so I go out the door and I'm still not paying him any attention. So he had the door pulled back for me. He had the door pulled back, the open on the little truck or whatever. So I get in, still not paying no attention when I get in. And I noticed when I look down, baby, stuff was all over the floor. Food boxes, drink box, juice things, clothes, just pure nasty. And I'm looking like, what the hell? So, mind you, I'm already, in a hurry because I need to make it to where I got to be on time. So, didn't say nothing about that. So, finally, I looked up. Toya, I looked up, baby, and what I saw was a monstrosity. Baby, he was so big, and the stomach was all over the steering wheel, and he turned around, and I looked like, and I said, good morning. So he said, good morning. So as we ride and he, saying, well, what's the address or whatever you going to? So I told him what the address was. So we riding or whatever. Baby, when I take, and I look, you know how you just sitting there looking. First off, I'm already mad because you got all this, all this stuff on the floor. But who drive like that with clothes and food boxes, empty food boxes and drink containers and drink cups and juice boxes and all over this, all in your car? Who rides like that? So as we going, I'm looking at him from the back and it's like he has dirt. He has dirt all over the back of his shirt. I tore you up. Oh, he got dirt on the back of his shirt. He got on some little bitty, I'm talking about little bitty shorts, like some booty shorts. And but this smell was awful. Baby, a smell in there was so awful. And I said, well, maybe it's all this stuff that he got piled in the truck. Maybe it's this stuff that he got in here. You know, the empty food boxes that he got in here that's smelling. Baby, he turned around and said something to me. And I like to jump out the whole window. Baby, his mouth was so stinking. And I was like, oh, MG. Did he just get out of bed, or did he eat a possum? I don't know what it was, but baby, I was like, and then uh, he kept saying, "Oh, oh, this probably was, probably was." So he kept saying, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." So mind you, I'm still being quiet in the back of the truck while we riding on. Oh, I'm still being quiet. So he started saying, "Ooh, ooh, that perfume you got on," and he was moving like, mind you, his stomach was already on the steering wheel. So he was moving, and his stomach was actually moving the steering wheel where the truck was going a little bit like I cannot I cannot make this stuff up. I'm gonna tell you. So he was like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, that perfume you got on, it smells so good, and it's doing something to me. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something to me." So he said, "What kind of perfume that is that you got on?" I said, "Oh, it ain't perfume, it's soap. Hint, hint. It's soap. It ain't perfume, it's soap." Oh, he said, "Well," Toya. Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus. Help me, Holy Ghost. So he said, "Oh, well, I got to stop and get some gas. So automatically a red flag come on in my mind. Why you didn't get gas before you came to, pick me up or whatever?" So, and so he riding, baby. We done passed by 15 gas stations. So then it's a certain way that I want the drivers to go every day that I go to Miss Smith's house. It's a certain way that I go because it's passing the police station. So I absolutely, know every corner, what store the police gonna be in the morning, just in case something happen. Something pop off, I'll be right, safe or whatever. Baby, he done went one way, and I'm looking at all of my surroundings where we going. So the GPS is telling him which way to go, and I'm telling him which way to go. So he turns down a street that we don't turn. I said, "Hey," I said, "this is not the way that we go. This is not the way that I go to get to where I'm going. Oh, I'm just gonna go to this gas station up here." So he goes to the gas station. Oh, by this time I'm calling my son. And so he gets the gas, and second red flag come up. So he tries to go all the way up here, a different direction. I said, "Hey, no, 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 no." I said, "No, no, no, you doing too much right now." I said, "You're absolutely doing too much. You need to turn your little funky truck around and go back the way that I asked you to go." I don't never come this way in the morning. I've never came this way to get to where I'm going. So you need to go back the other way. No, I think this way will be quicker. I said, I don't care if it's quicker. It could be quicker for you when you get ready to leave. But if I'm paying my money, I want you to go the way that I asked you to go. So he turned around and he was sitting up in the front saying, "Man, I got to pay my phone bill, my phone off. I got to pay my phone bill. It's been off for 3, 4 days, and uh, I don't know what I'm gonna do about paying my phone bill. But I'm gonna tell y'all, when getting in these Ubers and these taxis and all of this stuff, you really have to pay attention and you have to be careful. Not saying all of them are bad, but this one here was on some other type of time this morning. Because you saying your phone was off, and your phone had been off 3, 4 days, mind you. Okay, you should have thought about what you said, because you called me on the same phone that you said was off. You had called me to let me know that you was on the way. You was 22 minutes away from me. So what he was doing was trying to go around, because this Z Trip car is like a taxi, and it actually has a meter that's running. I know exactly how much it is to get to Miss Smith house, and I know exactly how much it's gonna be when I leave Miss Smith house, because I've taken this ride over and over and over and over and over. So what he was doing was trying to go all around uh, these side streets and other ways, way out of the time and things that I was supposed to been going where I was going, trying to get some money, because he talking about he had to pay his phone bill and he had to do this and he had to do that. And I said, no, 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 no. This is not the way I go. I go this way every day that I have to work, so I know exactly how much it's gonna be, and I know how much it's gonna be when I come back. I don't ever go all the way down here and come all the way back. No, 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 no. We not doing this. I said, sweetheart, turn this little funky truck around, and I told him, turn this little funky truck around and take me the way that I asked you to take me. Now, if you can't do that, then you could put me out on the corner and I could get me, get to where I need to go. Oh, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. And that's no, ma'am, since I figured out what you was trying to do. Oh, he was trying to run up the fare to make more money, because he was saying that his phone was off, and forgot all about, you done called me on the phone, so how your phone off and you was talking on the phone. So when jumping in these Ubers and these taxis, y'all just please be careful, because baby, it was gonna be a big misunderstanding this morning. But luckily, my son and Erica was on the phone. I called him and they got my location. So if anything would have jumped off, they would have knew where I was. But it was just crazy this morning. It was so crazy. But that's why I say we have to be careful. I don't know, and sometimes I'll get in my Uber and I get in my taxi or whatever and go, and they say, well, would you like for me to go this way, or you want to go around the other way? I said, no, go this way, because this way is quicker. And by going the way that I know exactly how much it's going to be to get there in the mornings, and I know exactly how much it's going to be to get home in the evening. But baby, I don't know what kind of scamming piece of junk he was on this morning. But it wasn't happening. Like I told him, uh, baby, take me the way that I asked you to take me. No, don't take me no way that you talking about gonna be quicker. No, baby, we not doing that today. I said, honey, you could turn this little funky truck around, and when I tell you it was funky, it was funky. And so I was telling my daughter-in-law when she came over today, and I actually took pictures of the inside of the truck. Child, it was so, I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Then you sitting up there talking about some ooh, 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 ooh. What kind of perfume you got on? Cause it's doing something to me. Well, it shouldn't. It nothing I got on should do nothing to you. Cause I ain't finna do nothing to you. Honey, it smelled like he had ate a whole hippopotamus ass. I'm talking about, baby, he was talking. I just wanted to jump out on the road and roll. I mean, I ain't never, ever, ever, ever smelt nothing like that. And who comes outside? And if it's first thing in the morning, I'll be like, hold up, let me get up and make myself presentable and, wash the essential parts of myself and brush my teeth and, do what I gotta do. It looked like he just hopped up, baby, and jumped up and came out. It was ridiculous. But I did call the office. I did call the office when I got into Miss Smith's house and let them know, as long as I've been riding and reserving rides with you guys, please don't ever, ever, ever send him to pick me up ever again. Don't never send him to pick me up. Cause that was some straight up foolishness. And she was like, why? Why? What happened? And I told her what happened. And she said, well, we're gonna say something to him. You can say whatever you want to say, but he don't need to be driving first off, cause the truck looked like somebody took a garbage can and emptied it out in there, and then it smelled awful. So when I got to Miss Smith's house, I done washed my hands 3 times and sprayed some Lysol on my clothes. Cause it was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous this morning. It was ridiculous this morning. But again, if y'all jumping in these Ubers, and if you go the same place every day, or you come back to the same place every day, just be careful, be aware of your surroundings, pay attention, honey, because some of them will try to get over on you if they can. Yep, some of them will try to get over on you if they can. But it wasn't happening this morning. I showed one, and I sure told him, honey, he looked so crazy at me when I said, you could turn this little funky truck around. Baby, you can turn this little booty smelling truck around and take me the way that I asked you to take me. Don't be trying to tell me that you know another way that's quicker. I know not today, you don't. Maybe somebody else, but I want to go the way that I asked you to take me. And that's what you need to do. Turn this little funky truck around and take me the way that I asked you to take me. And so, when I was telling my daughter-in-law about it today, and my grandchildren was here, so when I'm talking, I try not to cuss, explaining to her what it smelled like and what it looked like. So my little grandbaby, the youngest one, say, what it smelled like, Grandma? I say a hippopotamus butt. And she just fell out, baby. Fell out on the floor just laughing. And he kept saying, say it again. I said a hippopotamus butt. She just kept falling out on the floor, baby, laughing. But, baby, not only did it smell like a hippopotamus butt, but a rank ass. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. That's an ass that ain't been washed in some months. And it was awful. But I couldn't cancel it because he was already late. He was supposed to be in here at 7:30. I think he got here maybe 7:48. So ain't no telling how long it would have took for another car to come and to get me there to her. And I still end up being a little late, but it wasn't too bad. But if I had let him go where he was trying to go, baby, I'd have been super duper late. And one thing about her, she gonna sit right there, and when you walk in the door, she picks up her phone to look at the time, to see what time you getting there. Yeah. So it was just a mess this morning. But I'm thankful that I made it there. Um, but I sure called and told them, don't ever send him. Talking about picking me up. No, But I just thank the Lord that, baby, my car be ready. It's supposed to be this week, but not, if he said if not this week, at least by the first of next week. Uh, so I won't even have to worry about Ubering or nothing. But I'm just the type of person, I really don't like asking people to do anything for me. So that's why I just found it so easy to just jump in the Uber and stuff like that. So, but honey, this morning was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And he was a hot mess, baby. That mouth was a hot mess. That butt was a hot mess. Yes, you know what, Miss Miranda, it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. And I remember you telling me that this day was coming. But sometimes, when God get ready to bless us, we want it to be quick. We want it right then. But sometimes you have to wait. You have to wait on God to move. We can't rush God. We got to wait, honey. We have to wait. And it be hard sometimes when I know that I have to get there and get back. And I'm not going to even lie to y'all. It's expensive. It's expensive jumping in and out of an Uber every day. Every day that I work, I'm paying $60 to get there and back. I mean $60 in total, not 60 because baby, I have to hitchhike. If I was paying $60 there and back. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I have patiently waited. um, congratulated people on their blessings. But God said, now it's time for you to be blessed. So when my son called me and told me that he had found me a car, and you know, he had been looking and we had been looking, and he found me a car, and it should be ready this week or the beginning of next week, baby. Who? I'm just super duper excited, thankful, and blessed that you know, absolutely, God is good. God is good. But you know what, Miss Miranda, I sit and think about how God will bless some of us with what we cry out to him for and what we ask him for. And once he gives us what we ask for or what we've been praying for, we forget all about God. Oh, it was because of me that I got this. You know, it was because I did this. I was able to get, no, honey, no, 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 no. That's one thing we can't do. Don't forget about God. When you done prayed and asked God for something or to bless you with something, don't forget about him. Because you will be in a predicament again. I'm a firm believer in it, honey. Yep. Y'all hold on 1 second. Now I'm through eating my ice cream. Miss Miranda, I'm so ready to go on vacation. I am so ready. It's been a long time coming, baby. And we got 2 more weeks. And I will be in Louisiana, baby. I'll be in Louisiana. Mm-hmm. Trying to get some rest and relaxation and get my groove back like Stella. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And look, I ain't bought nothing. I ain't bought nothing for the trip. I ain't got nothing together. I guess I have to run to the store. Um, I'm trying to see. I'm gonna have to see. I don't know, Miss Miranda. That's one thing. I'm gonna be in New Orleans. I got to see which part. What part? You gonna come and visit me? Maybe I can get some visitors. Maybe I can get some visitors down there. You think I could get somebody to come and visit me? Oh, Miss Miranda, don't be like that. Y'all, let me tell y'all. You know I told y'all the doctor told me that I need to completely stop drinking sodas. So I done snuck my butt. I took my grandchildren to the store and done snuck my butt back there. I'm trying to get like you, Toya. I'm trying to get like you. I done snuck my butt to the store and picked up this Diet Sun Kiss. And baby, opened it up. I was like, Lord Jesus, this gonna be so good. And I'm just gonna drink this one. I ain't gonna lie, I bought two. And I said, I'm gonna drink this and it's just gonna quench that thirst of me wanting a soda. Baby, opened this up. It was so nasty. And I drank it. I poured some in a cup. It was so nasty. And it doesn't even taste like, it still has a soda taste, but it's I just don't have the desire to drink a soda since I've been drinking the water. So it's this right here sitting on this table, child. I don't even want that. I don't even want it no more. So I'll stick to my drinking my water. And that's what I get for trying to sneak in the store trying to get a soda. But that right there, that diet, that zero sugar, it ain't hitting on nothing, baby. It ain't hitting on nothing for me. So I'll just stick to my water, child. I'll stick to drinking my water. Or that there ain't gonna get it. But no, Toya, I'm trying to get like you, baby. Miss Miranda Toya is fast. She be around there swinging on the ceiling fan and doing all kind of cartwheels and flips, her and her husband. And I'm trying to do that too. Yes, I'm trying to see, do I still got some good knees? And can I drop it to the floor? I bet I dropped too low. Somebody may have to call 911 to get me up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, baby. Yeah, drop it to the floor, baby. Well, Miss Miranda, you got a husband. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all, I'm so glad I ain't got to get up early in the morning to go over there with her. Cause I'm gonna tell you what she did to me. Let me tell you what your friend did to me today, Toya. Somebody had gave her a bag with two of the jalapeno peppers, like they had a garden or something. So I was sitting there. She said, "Oh, sister, somebody gave me some squash and some okra and bell pepper and peppers, and so I want you to cut the squash up and the okra up and fry it for me." So I was like, Lord, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And so I go in to get the bag. I get my stuff set up to cut it up because I'm thinking I'm finna cut up a lot. So I go in there and get the bag, come and put it on the table. I got my little stuff to cut up, to put the stuff. So, baby, I take the stuff out the bag. It was two little bitty pieces of squash and it was two okras. Let me run that back. It was two little bitty squash. It was two little bitty squash and two okras. I said, so you want me to cut this up and fry it? Oh yeah. That'll be enough for me today and tomorrow. Be enough for what? Be enough for what, honey? Child, I cut that stuff up so quick and fried it so quick. And she ate it so quick. And I just have to laugh sometimes. I just have to laugh to myself sometimes. Cause when I tell you she's a piece of work, she is absolutely a piece of work. Well, you ready to go on your vacation? I said, I sure am, honey. You just don't know. Well, ooh, I wish I can go with you. I said, no, ma'am, you sure don't. She said, why I can't go with you? I said, because I'm going to be drinking alcohol and twerking and working. She said, what is that? You don't need to know, so that's why you don't need to go. Yes, honey. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Mm-mm. I just have to shake my head sometimes and say, Lord, I wish I could just hit the lottery. I wish I could just win the lottery, Jesus. Because don't nobody know, honey. Don't nobody know. Yes. Toya, you gonna help buy school supplies? Miss Miranda, you gonna help buy school supplies? Y'all know it's about that time for school supplies and birthdays. Y'all can get ready. Get ready to get put on the list. Get ready to go on the list, baby. So Auntie Toya and Auntie Miranda. Oh, you know what list. Don't be acting like you don't know. And I'm send. Oh, y'all, I got an announcement too. You know what list you going on, girl. I got an announcement. I will be texting. I will be texting uh my gift registry to you guys' phone. And I'm also going to post it on my community post wall Um, Toya, you just ain't gonna do right. But I'm gonna be posting my gift registry uh, on my community post wall. I'll be sending it to you guys' phone uh, for my birthday. So get ready. And don't worry, if your phone off, I'll email it to you. Miss Miranda, don't try to play like you don't know what list. Y'all know around this time, it's time for school supplies and birthdays. Now don't be playing like you don't know what time it is now. Yes, honey. That's what I did for mine. The only list, I ain't make no list, honey. The only list I had was the school supply list that they gave from the school. And I went straight to Walmart and got everything on the list, honey. Some I just didn't even see what was the need of them having, but if the list said they had to have it, that's what they got. Lord have mercy. Oh, Toya, I ain't tell you, baby, Miss Miranda sent me a picture of her baby dressed up. I had to call her and ask her baby where she thought she was going hot satotsy. Don't make me tell your husband. So about she had just left the church. Uh-huh. Yes, honey. Yeah, Miss Miranda thinks she slick, baby. Talking about she had just left the church, Toya. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. All right. Don't make me tell your husband. I'ma send it to her, Miss Mariah. I'ma send it to her tonight. Oh, told you, baby, she was hot stuff, honey. She was hot stuff. She was hot stuff, baby. She was hot stuff, Toya. I said, ooh, look at Miss Miranda. Standing up here all posed up. All right. Don't go around there talking about you got no 9 children. Yes, don't come up with no 7 more children. Yes, honey, I had to call her. I said, oh, look at Miss Miranda, baby. Where she think she going? No, Lord Jesus, no, not no phone number, email. All right, Amber. All right, Amber. Yes, Lord. Tell you what you cooked today. Miss Miranda, what you cooked today? Baby, I'm still eating off my chicken that I baked Sunday. I'm still eating off my chicken that I had baked Sunday. And I got to see what I'm going to cook tomorrow because it's tomorrow. It's my shot day. So, so y'all did get out and put the flyers out. Alrighty then. And I don't think I'm gonna do nothing tomorrow, but I'm gonna get up and mop all of my floors and uh just do a little bit of spot cleaning. And I know I need to mop these floors cause they look a mess, honey. They look a mess. And I want to rearrange my furniture, but I don't know if I have the energy to, I will. Try to rearrange it, honey, and change it around, but then I may leave it just like it is, honey. I may leave it just like it is and let it be that. Toya, you ain't cooked today? Miss Miranda, we got to go up there where Toya live at, cause baby, they be cooking the good food. Did you see them crab legs they had on the grill? And I think she had steak and shrimp, kebabs, and I said, oh wait a minute, honey. I seen her food. I ain't even want my food no more. And I had put ribs and chicken and hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill. I ain't even want that no more when I seen what they was cooking. They cook the good food up there. Maybe I need to come to Texas and find me a husband. Yeah, maybe I need to come up there and find me a husband. Oh, child, that sounds good. I'm going to get me some crab legs from the store. I never had them on the grill. I never had them on the grill. I always just go to the seafood place and just get the boil. But I'm going to have to try it on the grill. How long do you, uh, how long do you leave them out there on the grill? Because I don't want to burn them up and have them dry, child. Baby, they bad shit crazy here too. I guess all over the world. I guess all over the world. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to get me some and put them out there on the grill. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And then how long you leave the kebabs on there? With well, then you have steak and shrimp and sausage. Ooh, child, it looked so good. I mean, it looked good. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. They cooking good up there. I don't even want my stuff no more. I don't want nothing the daughter cook. Uh-uh. No, thank you. See, Miss Miranda Toya be misbehaving. Stay misbehaving. No, thank you. I'll pass. No, thank you, and no, thank you. I will most certainly pass. You gotta work in the morning, Toya. Child, I'm glad I don't. Whew. I know that's right. I know that's right. I was. I had laid down and took me a nap, and I got up and said, Lord, let me get up and start doing something. What kind of group chat you trying to be in, Miss Miranda? What kind of group chat you trying to be in, honey? Oh Lord. Honey. I ain't finna be in nothing like that, no members only, and none of that, honey. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. You ain't being good now, Miss Miranda. Talking about being in a group chat. No, go on over there in that members only, members live or whatever it is, huh? I'm just I don't want no parts of it. Yes, honey. Miss Miranda trying to cut up tonight. Yep, go on over there. It that members only, not live, but lies. Go on over there in that members only lies. Yep. The members only lies. And you could just pretty much tell, you could just pretty much when a person, you could just pretty much tell when a person is lying. And I just sit back and watch and listen, which I don't care, because you know, is entitled. Baby, it's too, oh, I thought that was that little girl. I was going to say it's too dark for her to be out there on a bike. But you can just pretty much tell when a person is lying. uh, you know what, Toya? I'm about to throw this whole phone and cigarette out the door. But you can pretty much tell uh, when a person is lying for real, because they will do it behind the scene. Uh, and that's one thing that I said before, and I'll say it again. Uh, you know, if something is the truth, if something is the truth, you shouldn't have to go behind the scenes to tell it. Come out in the open and tell it. Or say, you know, whatever it is that you have to say. That's what grown people do. I just don't, you know, I don't have the time to entertain stuff like that, because I'm a genuine person. At least I try to be genuine. And just like I got on here on this live on this YouTube thing, and I met y'all. Some of y'all I consider to be good friends, even though we've never met. But I have shared and told you all so much about me, and y'all have shared and told me so much about y'all, that I will consider you all to be good friends. But don't come on mistaking uh, my friendship or me being genuine or being supportive as being your cash cow. No, that's not what that is, and that's not what this is all about. And if I would have known that from the beginning, I wouldn't have poured so much of support that I did into, you know, trying to support people. Uh, but again, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. And you have to be very careful of um, that friend word, because sometimes um, people will people will befriend you to find out about everything that you have going on. Yes, people will befriend you to find out everything that you have going on. Uh, Not only in your everyday life, in your relationship, how you make your money, what you do, what you don't do, how you do it, who you do it with. But as soon as you say no, or you not doing what they want you to do, all or everything they ever found out about you is gonna be, you know what, Toya, I'm finna put you in timeout. All that stuff gonna be out. And that's the only thing I don't like about social media, this social media thing. That's the only thing I don't like. If you want something from me, don't get on here talking about God. Uh, if you want something from me, ask me. But don't get on here saying the Lord spoke it and the Lord told me to tell you. No, he did. No, he did not. Cause one thing, God don't deal in no foolishness. God don't deal in no mess and no bull crap. So no, God didn't. Don't put God into that. But I would prefer you say, hey, I'm trying to get this done. If you don't mind helping, it would be a good help. If you can, if you don't mind doing it, I would appreciate if you could help me. But don't come on here telling me, I need this family pack of pork chops, and I need help with it, and God told me to just say it, cause it no, that ain't how that works. No, God absolutely don't bless no mess. Never have and never will. Absolutely not. And it is really, really shocking. It's really shocking to me that you couldn't have never just even told me that that girl was like that. You wouldn't have never got me to believe that that girl was like that. But you find out people's uh, intentions don't always be good. You may have good intentions for people, but they most certainly don't have them for you. And that's what I was talking about, even with a relationship. We get so caught up in a person's attention that we look over the intentions. But we be so excited about the attention, but baby, the intentions don't went all over our head. Yes, the true colors started to show, and they did. They did. And I can even think back to your situation, Miss Miranda, and I'm not going to dwell back on that because we all know what happened. Uh, I can even dive into your situation where we all were talking about it, and I don't see how us talking about your situation turned into a them situation or a me situation. I just don't understand it. See, that ain't nothing but some straight up foolishness. That wasn't nothing but some straight up foolishness in the beginning. But God will always, I'm going to tell you something now. God gonna always reveal the plot and the plans of people thinking they getting over. God is gonna always reveal that stuff. So you and me both. You and me both. I couldn't believe it. But that's why I had told Toya, Miss Miranda, and Toya can tell you, I told her, I said, I just, have been sitting back just listening. Just listening. And I told Toya, I said, you gonna see. You gonna see what I'm talking about. All I want you to do is just sit back and listen. That's all I want you to do. And you gonna begin to see. And she sure came back and told me. Yeah, she came back and said, you know what, you was right. And I was, because I had began to listen about things that was going on. And I was like, oh, uh-uh, 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 uh-uh. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And then just to make a 360-degree turn when things don't go your way It's just crazy to me. Is that what we doing? Is that what grown people do? It kind of make me think it's some mental things going on. It kind of really make me think it's some ain't quite right bright up there. But hey, you live and you learn. You most certainly live and you learn for real. And I have learned my lesson. Yes, I have absolutely learned my lesson. And and Miss Brown Sweet hit it dead on the head. Support doesn't have to always mean financial. Um, it could just be liking, commenting, and subbing if that's what you want to do. And I'm okay with it because my channel is not monetized, baby, and you don't see me on here shaking no cup, shaking my ass, talking about this and talking about that. No, because that's why I get up every morning. I fuss, but I get up every morning and go over there to that lady and do what I have to do so I can be able to do the things that I want to do. I'm not finna get on this app and soup up nothing and lie about nothing and be talking about all this stuff. Oh, I went over to Iraq and lost a leg. Can y'all help me go on the Amazon and order? No, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And I guess that's what being a nice person and having a heart and being kind and always want to see the good in people will get you messed up every time. Because you can't be nice to everybody. You can't treat everybody good because they're not going to do that to you. Now look at the fact that how I supported, I always supported, I always overly supported, but never got that in return. Not even a sub to my channel. And I went back and I looked. I absolutely went and looked. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But that's why I told Toya, I just want you to sit back and I want you to start paying attention. And I just want you to listen. The stuff that I began to figure out and the stuff that I began to hear when I started to listen and to just really pay attention, I saw what it was. Yes, absolutely. And I saw what it was. That's why I had to back up off of it, baby. I had to back up off of that. And it is what it is. And I'm glad that we found out sooner rather than later. And I know Toya supported. I supported like everybody. And I'm glad that I found out that you is not a person that is fit to fool with. And it is what it is. And I'm not gonna take back what I said. I don't care who get upset about it or whatever. I'm absolutely not gonna take back what I said at all, cause it's the truth. And one thing, I ain't finna get on here and lie. I ain't finna go behind no scene. I'm not gonna get on no members only. I'm not finna get on no super, what you call it, Toya? The stream yard or the backyard or none of that stuff to talk about nothing. I'm gonna talk about it right here in the open. I'm gonna talk about it right here in the open. I ain't finna go behind the scenes to make people think, oh, I was just done so wrong. I was with these violins playing back here in the back. No, I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm too grown for that, baby. One thing I am is a grown ass lady. I just don't have time for all those games. I'm just not gonna do it. It'd be too much of my time wasted to do that. That's why I say people will baby tell lies to fit their agenda. or the go along with what they talking about so they could be doing this again. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to do it. But don't have people thinking that somebody has done something to you. And I know for a fact that this young lady on here or myself uh, has done nothing to you. But that's all water under the bridge. Cause it, it is what it is. Sometimes uh, it's best to let people be who they gonna be and let them float on down the river. I wish you nothing but the best, but I just know you just somebody that I can't fool with no more. You just somebody that I would never fool with again because you're not genuine, you fake. Uh, you just somebody I couldn't fool with. Mm-mm. You somebody I would never ever ever fool with again. And I never, and I know maybe somebody you get on there and talk about me and then members live, members whatever it is, this whatever it be, honey, I don't know. But please don't. I would advise against it. I would seriously advise against it. Okay, I'm genuine, very humble, very humble, very thankful for all of the blessings God has given me. I don't get too caught up and wrapped up in drama. Don't want to. But if I see something I don't like or something is wrong, I'm definitely gonna give my opinion. But if I get wind, and it could be a little wind of somebody done got on this here and lied on me and said something about me, or I'm gonna rock the bells like LL. And I'm telling you what God loves, and that's the truth. I'm telling you what God loves. And I ain't finna get on here and tell man lie. I'ma hit you with all facts, baby. I'ma hit you with all facts. Cause if don't nobody know, I know. If don't nobody know, I know. Yes, ma'am, baby. That's one thing about me. I'ma stand flat-footed and say what I got to say. And that's gonna be it. I ain't got to go back and forth. I ain't finna type. You put no one in the chat if you want to see me cuss nobody out. No, you ain't gonna have to put now number in the chat. Because I'm just gonna start cussing. Because I'm a cusser. Yes, baby. You ain't gonna have to put now number in the chat. And I ain't finna get on here and get to typing fast. I'm just gonna come right on in here. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I don't care what time it is. I'm gonna come right on up here with my damn pajamas on or my house dress. And I'm gonna plug up my microphone. And baby, I'm gonna rock the bells like LL. And I ain't gonna stop. Because don't do that. Don't do that. Don't have people thinking that we just these bad people or we just did something. No, me or this young lady never did nothing. Never did nothing to nobody. Truth be told, if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. But me and this girl ain't never did nothing but try to support. And that's it and that's all. But don't have nobody thinking that, no, because I'm not that type of person. And I know she's not that type of person. Even with just, you know, meeting her on YouTube. I know that she's not that type of person. But you will find that it's people out there like that. You will most certainly find that it's people out there like I call her back. It's people out there that it's all about what you can do for them. They ain't finna do nothing for nobody, but it's all about what you can do for them. I even got people like that I know right now, family. And I know people can say what they want to say. Words don't hurt, but no, you're absolutely not. You're absolutely not going to lie on me and paint a narrative like I'm a bad person, or you know, I'm a certain way, when I know absolutely that I'm not. I am absolutely not. I'm just not that type of person. And I can absolutely tell you all about me. I ain't got no problem with telling you nothing about me. Yeah, I sure was. Had a fine ass gold mouth, baby. And was packing in all areas, pockets and pants. And I'll say it again, had a fine ass gold mouth. Was packing in the pockets and the pants. That's why he was with all them women, because he was packing in the pockets and the pants, baby. Yes, ma'am. Oh, dog. And it is what it is. And I got right out here and said it. Yes, baby, barroom brawling, sure was. And I'll do it again. Not over the man, over the fact that why you bother me, I don't even know you. And now you ain't gonna put your hands on me. And you ain't gonna keep putting your hands in my face either. Because it's gonna be a misunderstanding. We're gonna have to move some furniture. And we surely was and surely did. We surely did. And I got right on here and talked about it and told it. Because it was my story to tell. And I sure did. And wasn't embarrassed by telling it. Wasn't embarrassed by saying it. Because somebody probably going through the same thing right now. That's still stuck in it. But you do me wrong and have me boo-hoo crying and crying snot booger tears like that girl said over there with their husband and them 9 children. She was crying snot booger tears. No, baby, you ain't gonna do me like that. And it's all good and I'm gonna go back. No, mm-mm, uh-uh, ain't happening on no day. Ain't happening on no day, baby. Not with me anyway. And when I said I was done, baby. That was it. That was most certainly it. It was most certainly it for me. And baby, when I tell you that gold mouth was a old sexy song. Ah! But he ain't never for me. Ain't no good for me. No good for me, baby. No good for me. And sometimes us as women, we got to know our own worth. We got to know our own worth. And men too. Because there's some women out there that ain't no good. Ain't fit to fool with. Babe. We got to know our own worth. And I knew mine. You think you going to be with 2, 3, 4 other women and still be able to come back? Oh, no. I don't care what you was packing, in your pants or your pocket. It ain't even that deep for me that I'ma even do anything like that. If I could sit up and preach to my daughter about the things that she should take and what she shouldn't take and what she can put up with and what she shouldn't put up with, you think I'ma do it? No, babe. Uh-uh. And I've seen him several times since all of that stuff went on. And he speak, and I keep it moving. He absolutely speak, I'll speak, and I keep it moving. Can I buy you a drink? No, thank you. I can buy my own things. Mm-mm. Baby. Cause soon as that go on, soon as that happen, then I'm back caught up. I'm back caught up in the lies and the deception. So, Mm-mm. When I said I was done, I was done. When you got to fight and don't even know what you fighting for, and let me be clear, never over a man. Never over a man. Never over a man. Because it's too many out there. And they run just like a bus. You can get them every 15 minutes. So it was never about a man. It was about the point of you stepping to me, you picking with me, you saying stuff to me, then you want to get hyped up and let the alcohol tell you to get up and put your hands in my face and try to walk in front of me when I'm trying to get by you and go to the red. But I had no problem with saying that and telling that because it was my story to tell and I didn't mind telling it. Again, somebody may be going through it right now that's still in the same situation, dealing with a man that's dealing with 3, 4 other people. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I may look a mess now, but that's all right. But I know my worth. I know what I'm going to put up with, and I know what I'm not going to put up with. And I tell you, baby, when I step up out of here, I bet you I don't be looking no mess when I step up out of here. And when I get out and go out, oh, I'm going to be looking good. And I guarantee you, I can meet 3, 4, 5, 6 men while I'm out. And the first one tell me, oh, you cute. Oh, you look nice. He ain't finna be, I ain't finna roll over. And he in my bed the next morning. Nah, come on now. We no, not here. Not here, baby. Not here. Not over here. I said, if I go out and meet a man, when I go to the bar, and I meet plenty, and I go out and meet a man, and he said, oh, you look nice. I bet you when I roll over in the middle of the night, he ain't in my bed. Because can't now tell me I look nice and my drawers melt off. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Not over here. Not over here. And I'm going to tell the truth and shame the devil on that, baby. It ain't happening over here. And that's where we get caught up as women. See, mm-mm, uh-uh, mm-mm, mm-mm. Getting caught up, baby. That goes back to the attentions. Attention. When you so worried about the attention that you missing the intention. Uh-uh. This ain't no revolving though. This ain't the sell me lil. You ain't finna be coming in and out of here, and I don't know nothing about you. And that goes back to the guy that I met, Miss Miranda, that I was telling y'all about. Nice looking. Ooh, Lord Jesus, he was nice looking, baby. Nice looking man. Had a good job, nice car, looked nice. I even sent Toya the picture of. But baby, attention. The attention was good. Had been to my house a few times and uh cooked dinner for him and everything. And but when he started talking about that sex starting up, you lost me right there, baby. You lost me right there. We gonna have to pump the brakes. Cause there ain't no way. Uh-uh. We ain't doing that. We absolutely ain't doing none of that, baby. Ain't none of that finna go on. Not over here, it ain't. It don't knock nobody that, do that. But I just can't. I can't. Again, I go back to saying that I'm old school. I'm old school thinking. I'm old school doing. I'm just old school. And my husband taught me, baby, don't get so caught up in the play that you miss the plot. And he kept saying, "Oh, you can spend the night at my house. You get out." No, I can't. I got my own house to stay in. I ain't got to stay at your house on no day. Now night. I got a king size bed in one room and a queen in the other. I'm good. Oh, you look nice. Oh, you sure need to let me hit. No, I looked in the mirror before I came out and said, "Oh, you look nice." No, honey. But you got some that a man tell them they look nice, baby. Everything been melted. The drawers, the bra, everything done fell off. And then next thing you know, he tapping you on the shoulder in the middle of the night, talking about what you cooking for breakfast. Nope. Not over here, baby. On these parts. Not over here, honey. But if I was one of those type of people, honey, I would have been caught up, still dealing with gold mouth, still going through these changes, and still being over here at this bar with the next person, wondering if he done slept with this person, that, and yet, no, honey, no, 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 and no, 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 and no. But it's just, it just is what it is. Life is funny that way. Life is funny. Life is lifing, of course, for all of us. Some a little more than others. But we gonna figure it out and we gonna get it together. But when people show you who they are, you better start believing these folks. And if you want to know what a person, and I always say, if you want to know what a person is all about, all you have to do is just be quiet sometimes and listen. That's all you got to do. And they're going to tell you exactly what they're about. People will absolutely tell you exactly what they're about. I don't care if I ain't got no thousands and thousands of subs on this channel. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that because I'm getting on here every day or every other day or how have you or whatever, and just be my genuine self. I'ma be my genuine self. I ain't got to get caught up in none of that. I can honestly tell you all the truth about myself. Uh, I could be transparent and talk about some of the things that went on in my life, um, the things that I experienced in life, and can be honest and truthful about it, have no problem with it. The things that went on in my relationship, in my marriage, all of that. I have no problem with telling you. Have no problem with telling you. No problem at all. But it's all a part of life. Each thing that you go through in life is either a teaching moment or a learning moment. And we all gonna experience all of that. We're all gonna experience that. We really are. But when people begin to tell you who they are, believe them, cause they telling you the truth. They are absolutely telling you the truth. But one thing I don't want nobody to ever do is get on this social media thing thinking, oh, oh, that girl, Tanika is this way, she that way, oh, she did this, she did that, she did this to such and such a person, she did that. No, she did not. No, she didn't. No, she did not. No, I did not. You want to know about me, ask me. And I will most certainly tell you, I ain't got no problem with it. I'll tell you whatever going on with me, whatever I said, or whatever I did, I can honestly say it again and again and again. Got no problem with it. But just don't lie. Just don't lie. To fit your agenda or to think you gonna get $1 out of line. Because you will most certainly learn life ain't all about $1 or what you can get out of people or what you gonna lie to get out of people. Life ain't all about that. And it most certainly ain't about that with me. I'm just a laid back country girl out of Alabama that just gonna tell it like it is. And I try to get along with everybody. I ain't got no problem with nobody. Don't have a problem with anybody. But I'm not gonna let nobody get on here and disrespect me or lie on me or say something out the way about me. Because Houston, we got a problem. And I'm gonna address it. And don't have no problem with addressing it at all. We could talk about it. It could be on here, it could be wherever, on the phone, wherever, it don't matter to me. We can talk about it, baby. It is what it is. Straight like that. Straight like that. With no problem. But when people start showing you who they are, just believe them. Because eventually, you're going to find out the truth. Because one thing I do know, God will not leave you in the dark. God is not going to leave you in the dark. And with that being said, I'm going to get ready and get off of here. But I hope you all have a wonderful night tonight. If you have to go out, make sure that you all are staying safe. It is so much going on. Not just on my side of town, but everywhere, all over the world, is stuff going on. And just continue to live, love, and laugh on purpose. And have a good one. And I'll talk